Hello, welcome to eLearning. I am Navdeep, working as PGTIP in Cambridge International School, Dasuva. Students, yesterday we have focused upon the series data structures available in Pandas. So we have discussed in detail the importance of series data structure. It is one-dimensional, and we have discussed its features and creation of the series with the different methods in detail yesterday. Today we are going to focus on the pandas data structures, that is data frame. The difference between series and data frame is that the data frame is a two-dimensional data structure. So now we will focus on the details of data frame. So before we go into details of data frame, first just have a look what we have covered yesterday. So we have discussed the importance of Matplotlib library. It is basically used for data visualization purpose for drawing different types of graphs like area plot, histogram, scatter plot, pie chart, and bar graphs. Then we focused on the Python library pandas. So it contains of three data structures. One is series, another is data frame, and third is panel. So panel is basically for three-dimensional objects. Then we discuss the basic features of pandas, what we can do with the pandas. So we have a data frame object, helps in keeping track of our data. So if data frame can handle float data type, integer, string, and a date time. These are the basic data types it can handle and store in one place. Panda has a huge number of built-in functionality. So like grouping and easy joining of data. Join operation is basically we perform in databases. So the similar feature is available here in data frame also. So it is having here we can easily pull up data from a MySQL database directly to a data frame. This feature is also available. And with pandas you can use it for regression purposes. Tools for loading data into memory objects that in memory data objects from different file formats. So we can bring up data from CSV files to a data frame. And then is data alignment and integrated handling of missing data, how we handle the missing data. Then is reshaping and pivoting of the data set. So pivoting is also one of the another important operations in data frame. And label based slicing, indexing, and subsetting of large data sets. So these are the basic operations that we can perform in the pandas data structure. Then we have already discussed about the installation of Anaconda. These are the steps for that. So then we focused upon the another data structure is series. Series is a one-dimensional array like structure, and it has homogeneous data. Homogeneous means similar type of data. Like here in the example you can see all the elements are of integer type. So it means data should be of same type in series. It is size immutable, means we cannot increase the size of a series. Values of data are mutable, so we can change the value of series elements. So this is the third feature it has. Values of data are basically mutable. Today we are going to focus on the another data structure, that is data frame. So you can see the difference in a data frame and a series is a data frame is a two-dimensional array with heterogeneous data. Heterogeneous means here you can see in admin you are finding out the numbers, student name you are finding out the character type. Here they are you are finding out single characters. Here you are finding out the another character type, data type, and here you are finding out the date. So these are the not same data types. Different columns may have different data types. So that is the major feature of data frame, heterogeneous data. Second, this is size mutable also. Unlike the series was size immutable, but here you can increase or decrease the size of a data frame. And data mutable, the same feature that was there in series also, that we can change any element in a data frame. So that is the basic about the data frame and data series in pandas. So then we have discussed about how we can create a series. Clear? These are the three different ways are given here, from arrays, from dictionary, and from scalar value. And fourth one student we can add here is that is series from a sequence. So all four methods we have discussed. This is the first, how to create an empty series, then how to create a series from array, then how to create a series from a dictionary. We have all practiced this one. Then the series from a scalar value. So these are the few mathematical operations that we did yesterday. That is how to add two series, how to multiply the elements of two series. Then is the head function. Head function is basically used to pick up the top elements of a series. And similarly, we have a tail to pick up elements from a series from the bottom side. Then accessing data from series with indexing and slicing. How to retrieve data using labels. Yeah? To retrieve data from a selection. So these are the operations that we performed yesterday. So this is the one more example. So now we will focus on the data frame. So you see here carefully in data frame, this is a two-dimensional data structure. Basic features of data frame are column may be of different types. So here you can see practically here the columns are not of same type. Column may be of different types. Size can be changed, that is size mutable. Label axis are basically the heading of the columns. Clear? And similarly these are the rows heading in the form of indexes. So these are the labeled axes. We can label the columns as well as the rows. Then the arithmetic operations on rows and columns. So these are the another operations that we can perform on the pandas data structure. This is the syntax is given pandas, then dot data frame. Yesterday we were writing here series, then we have data, then we have index, then we have columns, data type, and if you want to copy you can copy it as well. So these are the parameters. Mostly we will use data, index, and columns. These three attributes are very vital to us. So these are the methods of creating pandas. The very first method is we can create a pandas from a list, from a dictionary, from a series also, from a arrays also, and from another data frame. So these are the different methods that we have. So we will start with the very first, that is how to create an empty data frame. Import pandas as PD. So we are going just to create a object, that's a df PD dot data frame. and last we want to print this one. Just run this one now. So initially it takes a bit time to execute. So here what we are doing here, students, we are creating a empty data frame. So this is how you have seen a empty data frame with columns and index. So the first step what we have done, create empty data. So this is the first one that we have did. Now we will focus on how to create the data frame first from the list. So moving forward, so see here students, the example number one, import pandas as PD. This is the first step we have. Then this is the data in the form of list, and then we have just printed that data frame. And the in data frame we have supplied first parameter is data only. We have not supplied index and columns. So we will first try this simplest method practically side by side, because practical part is also equally important that we have. So import pandas as key, and we are going to supply the data here. Data we are going to create from a using a list, and then finally data frame is equal to pd dot data frame is a method of pandas library, and here we are going to supply the parameter data, and final step is how to print this data frame. Okay, so students, what step we have? So this is creating the data frame using list. So try to run this one. So here you can see this is the index left side and these are the values, and this is the column label. So because we have not mentioned the column label, that's why by default it is giving the column label as 0. So this doesn't look nice, this sort of data frame. So we will rectify and go with the second example. Now you can see in the second example, here we have again created the pandas from a list, and here the supplied data is, this is the first list, this is the second list, this is the third list. So first it is containing name, then age, name, and then age, name, and then age. And then in the data frame, when we are creating the data frame, so we have passed data, this data will be passed as a parameter, and then we have mentioned the columns as name and age. So name will be column for this Freya, Mohak, and Dwivedi, and age will be heading for these values. So we will again try to run this one practically now. So first step is import pandas as PD. Now here the data that we want to supply is containing two parts. First is, let's say we take up the name as we take Mandeep, and his age is, let's say, 20 years. 20 is the age. And then moving to the next student, so let us say Shreya, and age is, let's say, 19. Then the next student is, let's say, Amrit, and his age is 18 years. Close the list. So this is how we have done with the initializing the data. Then moving to the data frame, pd dot data frame. First parameter we supply as data as a data parameter. Then we want to set the columns is equal to, first column is name, and second column we want to keep it as age, and the final step we want to have just printing. So there is a error here. The error is end of line while scanning the string letter. So the very simple mistake we have made, we have not closed this quotes. I'll try to run this again. Sorry, by mistake, I think now we have missed this square bracket. Now you see here, student, this is how we have created the data frame using the list. So this is, we have supplied now the list values, and then we have also labeled them as name and age. Clear? So this is how we have done. So this is, we are creating the data frame using list, and this is now very applied sort of a thing you have seen here. And in the first list we have supplied the data only, and here we have in data frame we have supplied the parameter as data as well as the columns where name and age will now be acting as the label of name data and age data. So this is basically the very sort of a applied thing. So my humble request to all the students is, please do this practically. Otherwise, you will find it difficult in the later stages. So do all these examples practically on your site. So here there is one more thing is there, like that if we want to convert the numeric value as float, you can see here, if you want to convert the numeric value as float 1, so we can mention here the data type as equal to float. So how we can do this? So we can pass here a third parameter, data type is equal to float. So this will act as the third parameter, run, and you see here now age has been converted into float. Clear? So this is how we can use different parameters in data frame method. So here in data frame method or function, we are using this one parameter as data, second parameter as columns, where columns is acting as the label of these name and age columns, and then the third parameter we have used the data type for this data frame. So very applied these things are there. So the best way is to basically run these on your system. So now we move to the next method. Now students, next method is basically to create a data frame from a dictionary of n dimensional arrays. So this is, here you can say we have used here dictionary. Clear? And in this dictionary we are using n dimensional arrays or simple array, or you can say a list. Clear? So here name, you are finding the names in the form of list. Age, you are finding the age in the form of list. So this now we will do create a data frame from dictionary. Create a data frame from a dictionary of that can be of list also. So start coding for this one. Import pandas as PD. We are now going to use dictionary, and first parameter we take key as name. So we will input the name in the form of a list. Let's say first name is again Mandeep, then second name is Shriya, and third name we take it as Amrit. Then the second key is age, and we supply 3 age values. So let's say 20, 19 and 18. Age and then colon, because age is acting as a key and rest list is acting as values. Now how to convert into a data frame? Df is equal to pd dot data frame, and first we are supplying dictionary. So after converting into a data frame, last step is print data frame. Run this one, and you are seeing the same output, but here now we have used dictionary in place of list. Clear? So list is a part of dictionary where the values are inputted in the form of list, and the overall object we are using here is dictionary. Clear? Where name is acting as a key and the list is acting as values, here age is acting as a key and these values are acting as values. Clear? This list is acting as values, and you know that here we have supplied the dictionary as a parameter, as a data parameter to data frame, and in the final step we have displayed the data. So students, here we have learned the yet another method of how to basically use the dictionary for creating the data frames. So now let us add this code is right below third statement in the above program for indexing. So we want to change the index values. So if we want to change the index values in our example, how we can do that? Now you see here we want to change these index values. So let's say index is equal to rank 1, rank 2, and finally we have rank 3. So try to run this code. So now students, now we are having this index value also in the same program. So this is how we can put up the values, and like in the last one we can also change the data type also from for age to integer to float one. D type is equal to float, and you run this one and you now see the values have been converted into float. So like this you can make alterations in your data frame. So this is all you will be able to perform these values with the help of practice, make as much practice as you can. So create a data frame from a dictionary So this is, we have basically used all the different methods here, students. So now we move to the one more example here. So now we are going to create a data frame from list of dictionaries. Now dictionaries are part of list. Clear? So here you can say very interesting example here. So here, students, you can see in the data part we are using list, and in this list we have inside two dictionaries. So this step is basically create a data frame from a list of dictionaries. In single list we are containing two dictionaries, and then we are displaying that data. So how we are going to do this? So now we'll perform it practically. Create a data frame from a list of dictionaries. So we take our data as like this, available in a dictionary. Let's say first value is X. This is a key, and its values is, let's say, 1. Second is Y. So let's say its corresponding value is, let's say, 3. Then we have a second dictionary, so where we again take a value X. Then we have another corresponding value, let's say its value is 3. Then we have Y, its corresponding values is, let's say, 5. Z, and its corresponding value is, let's assume this is 7. Okay, so here we don't have to place equal to, here we have to make it colon. Now going for the data frame, pd data frame. So first parameter is data, and finally we want to print this data frame. And here you are finding out the values here, students. You can see the for first this dictionary X, Y, and the corresponding for this Z, we don't have value here in the first dictionary, but in the second dictionary we have first value is 3, then the second value is 5, then the next value is 7, because Z is missing here. So that's why here for the corresponding Z we are having NaN here. Clear? So this is how we have made a data frame from a list of dictionaries. So here in this we have one more example here to be done, how to change the index here. So for that, how to put the index here. So let's say index value we want to convert into, let's say, first, and second. These values will put up in a list. Run this one. Now see, the index has been changed to first and second. So this is how we can make students alterations, and I am repeating again and again, the best way to do this is do it practically. So create a data frame from a list of dictionaries that we have displayed in front of you. So students, the best way to learn all these things is by practicing this. So now we move to the last example of the day for data frame. So that example is, now we are going to create a data frame from a dictionary of series. So this dictionary is containing, now this is the first series, this is the second series. Clear? So this dictionary is containing two series. So create a data frame from dictionary of series. Create a data frame from dictionary of series. So dictionary containing two series. So let's say we keep the name as dictionary itself, whatever data and dictionary, whatever the name you want to keep, that's not a problem. So now we are going to create the first series. First is the key, then is the values. So last day we have learned how to create series. So this will be a series using a sequence. So let's say values are 1, 2, 3, and the corresponding index values are, let us say, they are A, B, and then finally we have C. So these are the index value of the first series. Then we are going to have the students, now you can see that we have created dictionary with two elements, and the first element is containing the series, first series, and the second element is, this is the second series that we have. Clear? So we'll try to print this one. And this one, and you see here now the both of the dictionaries are one dictionary here is with containing two series. Clear? So this is now 1 and 2, they have become the labels, and these are the values 1, 2, 3, because there is no fourth element here. So fourth element with index D is represented as NaN for first series, and the second series, like you are able to see the values. And students, you are able to see this forward slash. Forward slash is when I don't want to write here. So the next, when you want to continue to the second line, so then you have to place there. This is a backward slash, not a forward slash. This is backward slash. So you have to place here. Clear? So this is a very applied example how to create a data frame from a dictionary of series. So we have created the data frame using the dictionary of series. In the dictionary, this dictionary we have contained first element with first series, second element 2 with second series. So here 1 and 2 are acting as keys, and rest this part is acting as values. So here one more example here is there. Let's say we want to add here a column by passing the series. So again we are going to create here, very important part here students, how to add in. Basically, first of all, the first example is column selection, print df1 when we want to print only the a particular column. I want to print only a particular column. So what I will do here, you see, I don't want to print here both the columns. I want to print here just first column. So I will pass the parameter as 1. So this is the first example. So now you see here only in the output part only the first column is being displayed. So this is the first part of the example part like that we have done. Now adding a new column by passing as series. So I in the data frame this data frame I want to add a new column. The column name is this 3, and I pass here again the 3 values. Now you see how this is done. So what we want to do for the data frame, we want to add another column 3. So 1 is already there, 2 is already there. Now we have created it. So here we are going to create that pd dot series, and let's say values are again 1, 2 and 3 values only, and with indexes A, then B, and then finally C. So finally this is done. And how to see the output? Print df. So when you print this one, now you see a new column has been added. Clear? Because there is no fourth value is there. So because in place of fourth value it is coming as nan here. So this is the second step we have performed, adding the column by passing as series. Clear? Now how to adding a new column using the existing columns. So let's say we want to create a fourth column by adding 1 and 3. So now we are going to add another column. Let's say column name is 4, and here just what we want to do, data frame with the we want to add first column and then add the third column. Its name is 3. This is the label of the third column, 3, and the fourth column will be created now here, and we just see the printing is already placed over there. Just run this one and you see the fourth column has been made by adding 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 plus 4 is 7, nan plus nan, not a number added, you will find not a number here. So the things that we have learned here in the all these examples, these students, all these things are not difficult, but the difficult part is if we just look at all these things and go ahead, this will not work for us. We have to do all these things practically. So when you will do all these things practically, you will be able to learn quite effectively. Maybe you may be encountering few errors also, so you will also learn how to remove the errors. Still, if you find any difficulty, you can discuss it with me. Clear? I am available to you for any sort of help that you need. So at the end, I just want to say thanks for attending the session. Thanks very much.